So here, I have a seagull. I'm in South Florida. He's very, we went down to Jensen Beach and we were throwing some bread. And he's looking at me kind of crazy, but we were throwing some bread and you see him, he's done messed me up. He drew blood on my son over here. Bit my son in the lip. But I just caught this bird. I wanted to make a video about it. Look at that. You see that? In a minute, I'm gonna let him bite me. If he don't bite me before I let him, and we'll see how big of a bite they have. But right now, I'm gonna read you guys some stuff from from Wikipedia about these birds here. You just stand right there. It says, get it on the bird. It says seagulls are seabirds of the family Laridae in the order Lari. They are most closely related to the terns, family Snurdidae, and only distantly related to ox skimmers and more distantly to the waders. Until the 21st century, most gulls were placed in the genus Larus, but this arrangement is now considered polyphyletic, leading to the resurrection of several genera. And these words are kind of crazy. Excuse me if I'm getting them wrong. An older name for seagulls is mews. Let's get into some of this other stuff here. They're typically medium to large birds, usually gray or white. And you can see he's gray and white. He's got webbed feet, but we'll probably get to that in the description. Often with black markings on the head or wings. They typically have harsh wailings or squawkings calls. Stout, longish bills and webbed feet. Show them their feet right there. You see them feet? They're definitely webbed.
Like a duck.
Like a duck.
He's bleeding.
Most gulls are ground nesting carnivores which take live food or scavenge opportunistically, particularly the Lara species. Live food often includes crabs and small fish. Gulls have unhinging jaws which allow them to consume large prey. Let's see. You see that? I mean, he's got a bite on him. They're typically coastal or inland species. And like I said, we caught him right on the beach, the Atlantic coast, right in Jensen Beach. We were throwing bread. About 200 of these seagulls come down, and I just grabbed him. And my daughter wanted to bring him home to show her brother and her niece, so we caught him and brought him here. But there's a lot to read about these things. It says they're carnivores, but mostly carnivorous. But this guy right here was eating bread, and he's looking at me like he wants to bite me. But I'm gonna let him bite me on this camera here, and then we're gonna stop it, and then my daughter's gonna let him go. It hurts. Now, I'm just gonna let you know right now it hurts, but I'm gonna let him do it just for the fun of the video. Ow! Gosh! You see what he does there? Oh gosh. It ain't that bad. It's, ow. I mean, it hurts. Here, buddy. Ow. Yeah, that's when it hurts. What he'll do is he'll bite, and he'll go to shaking his beak, and you'll see that blood. Can you see that blood right there? Mm-hmm. But it's not that bad. It's more sharp. Now, if a parrot were to bite you, they're stronger. They can crush bones and stuff. He's got more of a sharp beak, so it's more for cutting. But we're gonna let him go. We took him about 15 miles away. He'll be able to find the beach with no problem. But he's not happy. I mean, he's mean. My daughter wants to keep him as a pet. We ain't gonna do that. Bash, you want to get him? Ow! Gosh! Just keep recording. All right, I got his beak. You come hold him.
Alright, I don't want him to bite me.
He's gonna bite you.
He drew blood on my lip.
Okay. Well, let me see the film. I'm gonna pause this. Okay, I paused the video. I handed him off to my daughter. She's got his beak because, as you saw just several minutes ago, he was tearing my fingers up, my hand, and I'm actually bleeding in a couple spots. But she's gonna let him go. We're gonna walk over here where it's open so we can watch him fly off. We got a gentleman here riding his bike. Well, you can let him go whenever you want. You just throw him up in the air. There he goes. And it's funny because he's headed straight towards the ocean. That's the direction of the ocean. If you can see him out there, he's headed back home.